So every company will follow what? One methodology to develop the applications. So today we will discuss the popular model that we are using is Agile model. Okay. So first of all, you must know what is software. Software is nothing but collection of programs. Is it clear? Collection of programs to develop a particular application. If you want to develop any application, we have to write some set of what? Programs. So what is a program? Program is a set of instructions. Program is nothing but a small piece of code that was written for a particular requirement. So if you want to develop any software, is it clear? We need to follow some life cycle, that is SDLC, software development life cycle. It is an approach which is used to develop the programs in a better manner. Are you following, everyone? So what is a project? A project is a process of developing a software. Generally, whenever you want to develop any project, we have to follow what? Some process. The process of developing the software is what? Project. Is it clear? So whenever you want to develop any project, any company will follow some life cycle. Without following a proper plan, without following a proper design, without following a proper life cycle, no company will develop any project. Similarly, SDLC is also a approach which is used to develop the programs fastly and efficiently. It's better, I think. Is it clear? So if you want to develop any programs fastly and efficiently, we have to use what? SDLC. Software development life cycle. Is it clear, everyone? So first of all, you must know, generally in real time, every project belongs to a particular domain. Let us see what is a domain. Domain is a field or of study that defines set of common requirements. Generally, domain means if you want to do any work, you will do some research on that particular work. Is it clear? Domain is a field of what? Study. If you want to perform any operation, some domain is required. For example, if you want to join in engineering college, before joining in the college, you have to follow some, you will do some research that where is the college, what is the bus facilities, or how to approach the college, and what about the food and all the other things. Similarly, if you develop any project also, we need to follow some research. We will do some research on that particular project. That is nothing but domain. Domain is a field of study that define some set of common requirements for a particular software program. Is it clear? So here what we are discussing is SDLC, software development life cycle. Software is collection of programs. Program is set of instructions given to a project. So project is a process of developing a software. Whenever you want to develop any software, you have to follow some life cycle. Every project, once when you get a job in a company, every project belongs to a particular domain. Different types of domains are here. You can see banking domain. All the banking related projects comes under banking domain. All the education related projects comes under education domain. School projects, college websites, all the insurance related projects, something like life insurance, health insurance, vehicle insurance, this all comes under insurance domain. Similarly, all the services like government related projects like IRCTC, E-Seva, Me-Seva, these all comes under services domain. Income tax related website, GHMC related websites, these all comes under service domain. All the shopping cart applications, okay, comes under e-commerce domain. Shopping cart application means what? Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, is it clear? Snapdeal, this all comes under e-commerce domain. All the entertainment related applications like bookmyshow.com, like Netflix, like Hotstar, these all projects comes under entertainment domain. Every project belongs to a particular domain. Some companies, they will ask you, especially you're working on which domain. Is it clear? Similarly, social networking domain, Facebook, LinkedIn, you can go for Twitter. This all comes under what? Social networking domain. Is it clear? Connecting with people. Social networking means connecting with people. Is it clear? To share the information or photos or any content, if you want to share, we'll go for social networking domain. Instagram, LinkedIn is also very powerful, especially for job point of view, job portals. If any students they want to get the jobs, you can go for LinkedIn. Is it clear? Anything is coming from background? 1 minute, you wait. I think I have not opened anything. Yeah, now it is okay. Now is it fine, everyone? Yes or no? So every project belongs to a particular domain, social networking domain, like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. This all comes under social networking domain. Similarly, warehouse domain. Warehouse means what? All the stock related applications. Like if you take Amazon, Amazon will have a big warehouse. Amazon will maintain all their warehouse. Similarly, you can go for Big Basket, Amazon. All the e-commerce applications or any other application who want to maintain their stock. For that also, some projects will be there. Those projects comes under warehouse domain. Nowadays, another domain is came shipping domain. Shipping domain means once when you transfer the goods from one place to another place, tracking the goods, the location of the goods we can track. Means where the goods are available, in which location it is there. They're creating one device and keeping the device in the vehicle. Is it clear? So that the developers in the company, they will track that particular device location, all the things. Healthcare domain, all the hospital related websites comes under healthcare domain. Pharma related websites, hospital related websites comes under healthcare domain. Similarly, security domain, all the security means credit card approval management system. Security based applications comes under security domain. Like lot of domains are there in the software industry. As a developer, you must able to develop different types of applications. You may work on any technology, either Java or .NET or Python or Angular or any technology. Definitely, your application belongs to a particular domain. Is it clear? Here you can see something like these all are banking domain means all the banking applications comes under banking domain. All the school related websites, Byju's, W3 schools, JNTU results, MSET results, all the other library management systems, all the college websites, school websites comes under education domain. Education spelling is wrong. Sorry for that. All the insurance related projects like healthcare domain, healthcare applications, health insurance, vehicle insurance, life insurance, these all comes under insurance domain. E-Seva, Me-Seva. Services means all the government related projects comes under public services. Private companies also will have their own projects like what? IRCTC is also public services. Private companies like what? Redbus.in, Avibus, Ola, Swiggy, Zomato, Big Basket, Shop, a lot of other websites are there, no? This all comes under private services, matrimony websites. They will also provide services to public, but through private companies. E-commerce means all the shopping cart applications comes under e-commerce domain. Similarly, entertainment, your Amazon Prime, Book My Show, Netflix, this all comes under entertainment domain. Social networking, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, this all comes under social networking. Healthcare domain, all the hospital related web applications, pharma related applications, Apollo Pharmacy, Novartis, this all comes under healthcare domain. Enterprise ERP domain. ERP means that is a sub enterprise resource planning. Some internal applications like customer web portals, financial management systems, some distribution manufacturing applications, purchasing applications. Mostly ERP will be working in the internal organizations. End user nowhere related with ERP, only to manage the business and these all the things, resource and everything will use ERP domain. So now any project you develop, actually every project must be developed by following some life cycle, software development life cycle, SDLC. Without a proper plan, you will not construct a building. Blindly, you will not construct the building. Definitely will follow a proper plan. We'll approach to an engineer and we'll take a plan from the engineer, and then we will try to follow that plan given by the architect, and we'll try to develop the follow the architecture design, and we'll give that design to the contractor, and the construction will be happen. Similarly, in software industry also, any small company or big company, To develop an application, they will also follow some life cycle, that is SDLC, software development life cycle. Is it clear? SDLC is an approach. Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP full form. SDLC is an approach which is used to develop the software in a successful manner. If you want to develop a successful application, definitely we have to follow some life cycle, that is SDLC. There are different types of models are there. One is waterfall model, other one is V model, another one is spiral model, other one is agile model. Nowadays the popular model that all the companies are using is agile model. Is it clear? So here let us say any application you want to develop, any SDLC, there are some steps will be there. First step is requirement gathering. First of all, we need to gather the requirement. Requirement gathering will be there. Next, analysis. Analysis will be there. Next one is designing will be there. Next one is coding will be there. Next one is testing will be there. Next one is deployment will be there. Next one is maintenance will be there. These are the steps that will be followed at the time of developing the application. One is requirement gathering, analysis, designing, coding, testing, deployment, as well as maintenance. These are the steps that will be followed. Waterfall model is very old model. In olden days, people used to follow this waterfall model. The water will always flows from top to bottom. Once when the water reaches to bottom level, again water will not come to the top level. That is waterfall model. Just waterfall. You can see how the water is flowing from top to bottom. Because of that one, once when water reaches to the bottom level, again that water will not come to the top level. That is waterfall model. It is a sequential model. It is very beautiful. Explanation point of view, it is very beautiful model. But for complex projects, it is a failure model. Which one? Waterfall model is a failure model for complex projects. It is successful for small projects. But nowadays, nobody is using waterfall model. What is this waterfall model means? That's what I told you. Waterfall model is a sequential design process used in software development. Is it clear? Whenever you want to develop any application, as I told you that here we have different types of water. Here you can see what are the different phases of software application development. First phase is requirement gathering. Requirement gathering is the first phase. Next phase is analysis. Requirement gathering, analysis. Next phase is designing. Is it clear? Next phase is coding. Next phase is testing. Is it clear? Next phase is deployment. Next phase is support and maintenance. Support and maintenance. These are the different phases that are available. Is it clear? In the application development. First phase is requirement gathering. Next phase is analysis. Next phase is designing. Next phase is coding. Next phase is testing, deployment, support, and maintenance. Generally, in software company also different roles will be there. Some different designations will be there in the software industry. Here you have some project manager will be there, and here team lead will be there, and here senior software engineers will be there, and here software engineer will be there. Like lot of designations will be there. Is it clear? And above PM you have some manager will be there. Some manager will be there. Above the manager you have what? PM will be there. Above PM you have some divisional unit head. DU lead will be there. And above that you have some vice presidents will be there. And above that you have some CEOs will be there. Some architecture is there. Is it clear? This is the architectures will be there in the company. CEOs, many CEOs may be there in the single company. Vice presidents will be there. Divisional unit head, DU lead will be there. Project managers will be there. These project managers will work under DU head. Okay, na? Divisional unit head. Managers will work under PMs. Assistant managers, AM. Here you can call as AM. AM means assistant manager. Okay, na? Assistant manager. And here TL, team lead will be there. SSC means senior software engineer will be there. SC means software engineer will be there. Mostly you will get a job as a software engineer. Up to 3 years of experience also, you will be a software engineer only. Is it clear? Up to 3 to 4 years experience also, you will be software engineer only. And if your skill set is good, companies will give you promotion, then you will become SSC. Some 3+ years experience, mostly you will become as SSC up to 5 years, 6 years. If you have more bad luck, up to 8 years also, you'll become as SSC only. Because internal in companies also politics will be there. Is it clear? And if you are very highly talented, at the minimum 4 years or 4+ years only, you can become what? TL, team lead. Or 10 years also, you cannot become team lead. Did you understand it? 10 years also, you can become what? Team lead. It depends actually, depending on your work. If you're a key employee in the company, immediately you'll get an opportunity. Is it clear? As a TL, and if you can able to handle the team properly in efficient manner, depending on your luck and work, definitely you'll become a TL also. And mostly it depends actually from company to company. AM means assistant manager. Assistant manager, mostly he can also become as up to 5+ years experience, or maybe 10 years also he cannot become AM. It depends. Project manager also, maybe 5 years, 6 years also you can become project manager, 5+ or 6+, or whatever it may. Up to here you can reach up to PM level. Minimum 10 years experience in IT industry, or minimum 20 years of experience, mostly you will become a project manager. Next level is highly talented, mostly MBA people, IITs, highly talented people, they will become divisional unit head, vice president, CEOs like Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai. Is it clear? Their mindset must be totally different. DUO means divisional unit head. DUO means divisional unit head. Okay, na? Divisional unit head. Actually, in some companies it will be there. Divisional unit head, DU lead, we'll call generally. VP means vice president. Multiple vice presidents may be there. CEO means chief executive officer. Lot of it depends on the company size, number of resources. Divisional unit officer, yes. Are you following, everyone? It depends on the company size. So mostly in SCs, who are SC means mostly SCs are who? Designers, developers. Is it clear? Designers, developers, this all comes as SC. Designer means web designers will be there, who will designing the screens, who will write the validations, some Photoshop, Flash, UX designers will be there in the companies. The role of designer is to design the screen. Is it clear? He must have the knowledge on HTML, and he must have the knowledge on some styles, JavaScript, some Photoshop, some Dreamweaver, UX designer. Similarly, developers are also there. UI front-end developer will be there, back-end developer will be there. Is it clear? Front-end developer means who? In software industry, mostly your job is to develop web application. If you want to develop web application, there are different types of developers are there. One is front-end developer, other one is back-end developer, another one is database developer, something like this. Is it clear? And designers also will be there. Front-end developer, back-end developer, and database developers are there. Database designers are there. Are you following? Front-end developers means who? Mostly UI developers, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, plus Angular developers are also called as front-end developer. Angular, React, JS, this all comes under front-end developers. Back-end developers means Java developer, .NET, Python. Is it clear? Java, similarly .NET. Is it clear? Python, PHP, this all comes under back-end developers. Is it clear? Database developers also will be there. Database developers means some SQL DBA developers, some MSBA developers, Power BI developers, some pure SQL developers. This all comes under backend. SSRS, SSAS, SSIS, Microsoft Business Intelligence, Power BI. This all comes under backend developer. There are different roles in the software industry. Okay, na? Backend developer also, database developers also. Designation is SC, software engineer. Backend developers, front-end developers, SCs are there. SC means software engineer. So any developer at the time of developing the application, you must have the knowledge on some SDLC life cycle. It is very, very important. Software development life cycle. Are you following? All of you keep in mute actually, because some disturbance is coming, I think. I'm not getting any disturbance. I think some disturbance is there. Try to keep in mute everyone. Are you following everyone? So that is the reason we can work with. This is the generally the roles and responsibilities in the software company. So waterfall model means it is a sequential model. As we already know that water will always flows from top to bottom. In the software companies, what will happen? How the application development will be done? First of all, business analyst will be there again. Business analyst means he is mostly an MBA person who is having the knowledge on all the technologies. He will never write any code. He must know what is Java, what is .NET, what is a network, because he is the person who will act like a mediator. He will act like a mediator between client and the software company. Is it clear? Here, let us assume this is the software company is there. Software company, and here who is there? Client is there. Okay, na? Now, business analyst is the person who will try to interact with client, business, and mostly MBA people will become as business analyst. He must have the knowledge on what. Just he no need to he no need to write the code, but just he must have the knowledge. What is Java? What is JDBC? What is ORM? Because client will ask which technology is good, how many resources you have. You must be able to discuss with client. MBA with some minimum technical knowledge is enough for business analyst. Mostly business analyst is act like a mediator between software company and the client. So generally what will happen in the company? Is it clear? First of all, once on the client will, this business analyst will approach to the client, and already a lot of marketing team also will be there. They will make everything set up and everything ready. So when everything is ready only, he will try to enter business analyst along with his team of members. Again, senior BA, junior BA, that levels also will be there. Business analyst. Business analyst will interact with what? Client, and he will try to gather the requirements. Requirement gathering will be done. He will try to gather the requirement from the client. Business analyst will gather requirement from where? Client. And then he will try to what? Prepare one document, that is SRS, System Requirement Specification. System Requirement Specification. He will prepare one script. Nowadays, if you take any movies also, is it clear? All the directors will depend on what? Script only. Script is for 100 pages. Okay, na? And later that script is divided into multiple scenes. Anyone will follow some proper approach. If you take any movies also, what they will do, first they will write some script, big script, 100,000 pages book will be there. Now the assistant directors will be there and the team of members, they will divide the script into scene. Scene number 1, scene number 2, scene number 10, scene number 20, so on. So total movie divided into 100 to 150 scenes. Now there is scene number 1, heroine introduction at a heroine house. Scene number 12, heroine father scolding to heroine at heroine house. Scene number 25, hero proposing to heroine at heroine house. Scene number 45, heroine father giving warning to hero at heroine house. Scene number 63, heroine father convincing. He accepted the love, something like that. So now if you observe clearly, there are nearly 13 to 15 scenes are there. All the scenes shooting is at which place? Heroine house. Now what the production team will do? They will try to launch one shooting schedule, just 1 month schedule at heroine house. So all the characters who will participate in that heroine house, they will try to arrange the schedule and they will try to participate in the shooting. So definitely the production will be reduced. Quality output also will come. Always in software industry also, we have to develop one life cycle. Without following any proper life cycle, if you develop the project, it is a failure project. Is it clear? So that is a very old model is waterfall model. Now today's model is agile model. Anyway, we'll come to agile. It will take some time. So business analyst will gather requirements from the client and business analyst will prepare one document, that is SRS, System Requirement Specification. Is it clear? System Requirement Specification. And this SRS consists of the information of the project, something like some project architecture diagram, It consists of the project architecture diagram. Similarly, UML diagrams. Similarly, data flow diagrams. Similarly, ER diagrams, entity relationship diagrams. Is it clear? Similarly, sample screens. Similarly, sample tables. Similarly, any algorithms are required for the project. Is it clear? Similarly, any flow charts that are required. The entire information of the project is documented in one document, that is SRS. Is it clear? And UML means the class diagrams. All the these all UML diagrams is related to the designing of the screens and front end. ER diagrams relate to the database diagrams. The relationship between the database tables and everything are available in ER diagrams. DFDs means data flow diagrams. How the data is flowing from front end to back end. How the data is coming from back end to front end. That information is available in data flow diagram. Sample screens, sample tables, algorithms, flow charts, any formulas, whatever the stuff that is required to develop this project, all will be gathered and it will be available in SRS document, system requirement specification, unified model language, UML, unified model language. DFD means data flow diagram. ER means entity relationship diagram. Is it clear? These all is documented in one big document, that is SRS, system requirement specification. Later, this SRS is again divided into two types. One is HLD, other one is LLD. HLD means high level design, LLD means low level design. Is it clear? The overall information of the project is available in HLD. HLD consists of the total architecture diagram of the project, the overall architecture diagram of the project, the overall ER diagram of the project. The total information of the project is available in HLD. It is mostly purpose for managers, business analysts, and everything will deal with HLD. Developer point of view, you have LLD, low level design. Are you following? And for example, you have one login screen. The UML diagram related to that particular login screen. The data, how the data is flowing from front end to back end. All this information is available in LLD. So developer will read the LLD and he will understand and he will try to start doing his work. If time permits, I will take one workshop for data flow diagrams and ER diagrams. Very, very important, but not, it is not possible today because today our topic is different, Agile model. So waterfall model is a sequential model. Is it clear? Sequential model means what? We need total application is developed. Sequential model means what, all of you? Waterfall model is sequential model means step-by-step process. And first of all, business analyst will gather the requirements from the client. And then after completing of the total requirement gathering, now who will enter? The designers will enter. Designer must start completing the total design of the project. Designer must complete the total design of the project. After completion of what? Total design of the project. Now developer will enter. See, designing means designing the total screens are completed. At the time of designing, there is no work. There is no work for who? Developer. Then developer will enter. What developer will do? Developer will start writing the coding for the total project. First complete the total designing. Next complete the total what? Coding. Next, after completion of total coding, start going for what? Testing. Now tester will enter. So that if we listen this concept, it is very beautiful, but implementation wise, it is a failure model. Which one? Waterfall model. I will show you one figure. Mona Lisa, Agile. Is it clear? I will show you. I will just go to Google and I will show you Mona Lisa and Agile. Just I will show you the difference between waterfall model and Agile model. For more videos, you try to subscribe this channel, sathyatech.com. And if you want any technical videos or anything, you can watch my channel also. YouTube, just you can go for KANNABABU. You type, you can get. So listen carefully, all of it is very important. I will teach Agile. We enter into Agile. Just give me some time. Here you can see Mona Lisa. People told that Mona Lisa is very beautiful. Now let us see here. But there are more beautiful than Mona Lisa. People are there. So here you see how this diagram is drawn. If you observe this diagram, this is waterfall model. Means what? First draw the outline of the picture number 1 you see. Try to draw the outline of this particular what? Mona Lisa picture. And try to decorate the same picture. And again decorate the same picture. This is old waterfall model approach. Is it clear? Means what, you know, how the building construction is going on in olden days. All the first construct the total pillars. Next construct the total slab. Next construct the total walls. Next construct the floor. Next electrical work, something like that. But building construction is not completed. It will take minimum 1 year to complete the total building. Are you following? But nowadays, what to do? First construct the pillars and slab, then complete the first floor. And the customers who purchase that first floor, they can occupy. And after completion of the first floor, start constructing the second floor. Second floor wood work, second floor electrical work, second floor water work, second floor tiles work, everything complete. And after completion of second floor, go to third floor, something like that. Is when nowadays phase came in gated communities also. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. First start completing phase 1 and then start phase 2, so on. That is agile model. Waterfall model is a sequential model. Is it clear? After completion of the is it clear? Let me speak afterwards. I'll clarify your doubts. Did you understand, everyone, what I'm telling? After completion of one phase, water will flow from top to bottom, step by step. After completion of one phase, start doing the next phase. That is waterfall model. First, requirement gathering. Total requirement gathering completed. Next, analysis. Next, designing. Once when you came to designing, don't modify the requirements. Next, coding. Once when you come to coding part, you don't have the right to modify the designing. Once when you complete once when water will come down, again you cannot go back. That is a waterfall model. Testing is very, very, very difficult in waterfall model. Agile model, not like that. Here you see, this is your agile model. Take just half part, complete this designing, complete coding of that part, complete testing of that part. After completing of this portion, again start development the second part. Here, first part, just only rough sketch, and then just colors and everything, and then polish the same. This is waterfall model. Agile model, not like that. Take one small part, complete that one until the end. Then take the second part, start completing. Third part, something like that. This is agile model. We'll discuss more about this agile and all the other things. Just for your clarity, I have given this one. In olden days, waterfall model is popular in olden days and for small projects. So let us see what are the problems with this waterfall model and why the other models became very popular. Are you following? So easy to develop and understand. Easy, every step is well planned. Next phase will start after understanding the previous phase. Proper handover, but not proper takeover. It is like a production cost is very heavy in waterfall model. The problems in waterfall model means unclear requirements. Requirement gathering is very difficult at initial stage. For any project you take, requirement gathering is very difficult. At initial stage, identifying the requirement is very difficult. Later, if the client is telling, please do any modifications, means it is not possible. In which model? Waterfall model. Frequently, requirement will change. When the requirement will change, it is very difficult. Which model? Waterfall model. There is a lot of gap between the developer and the client. At initial stage, client will tell, I want to develop this product. And in middle, there is no communication between client and the company directly. At the end of the product, he will come, please give me my product. Because of this lack of what? Actual product will not come outside. Lack of involvement of customer. Accuracy of estimation. Is it clear? There is no real-time example for waterfall model. Every model, if you want to develop any application, you can develop the applications by using different models. One of the model is waterfall model, old model. There is no real-time example for waterfall model. You can develop any project with waterfall model or agile model. Nowadays, everyone is following agile. These are all the models that will be followed by who? Software companies. So developer also must follow the same model. So you must have the knowledge on that. Are you following, everyone? So next, Accuracy of estimation. Estimation is also very high. Is it clear? At the time of development, the code developer will tell this is not my problem, this is designer problem. Tester will tell this is not my problem, developer problem. The developer can easily tell stories in waterfall model, but in agile model, the first point in agile model is every problem will have what solution. You cannot tell any stories when you work with which model, agile model. So uneven loading of resources, not using the resources properly, because at the time of designing, developer no work. At the time of testing, developer no work. At the time of development, designer no work. Because waterfall model, phase by phase. Phase 1, designing the entire project. Phase 2, write the code for the entire project. Phase 3, start doing the testing for the entire project. Uneven loading of resources. Last minute correction is very difficult. Rectifying the errors at final stage is very difficult in waterfall model. No much time available for testing. Identifying the errors at initial stage is easy. 1,000 errors are there means from where you will start and where you will end. Instead of rectifying the 1,000 errors, again start developing the application from scratch is better. So identifying the errors is very difficult. No time to fix the defects, waterfall model. Huge documentation work is required, waterfall model. Schedule and cost will overrun. Lot of midnight work is required before final delivery. Finally, customer is not happy with the output. Shooting is completed, producer is not happy, and director told Tooch at the climax, I'm very sorry, he told. That is waterfall model. Initially, client told that he want water bottle, but finally the product came is some coffee cup came. Is it there is because lot of communication, lot of mismatch is there. That is old model when software industry initially initial days, that is very popular waterfall model. So now the main problem in waterfall model is testing is the main problem in waterfall model. So to overcome this testing problem, next V model came. V model means validation and verification model. The main problem in waterfall model is testing. Testing is the main problem in which model? Waterfall model. Next, which model came? V model came. It is in V shape. It is in which shape? V shape. This is V model. Or this is what? V model. So what is V model means? It came only for the purpose of testing. Generally, testing is basically divided into 5 types. One is unit level testing. Testing is basically divided into 5 types. You can tell one is what? Unit level testing. Other one is, first one is unit level testing. Second one is module level testing. Second one is module level testing. Third one is integration level testing. Integration level testing. Is it testing is of different types, different levels of testings are there. Unit level testing, module level testing, integration level testing. Next, system level testing. System level testing. Next one is user acceptance testing. There are 5 types of testings are there. Generally, testing is basically divided into 2 types. One is black box testing, and the other one is white box testing. Black box testing and white box testing. Black means what? Dark. Test without knowing anything, directly testing. That is black box test. Who will do black box testing means test engineer. Test engineer will do mostly black box testing. You don't know the internal code. Without knowing the code, he will directly test the application just by giving input, checking the output. That is black box testing. White box testing means developer will do the white box testing. Developer know the internal code. Developer know the internal code. He will do the white box testing. Who? Developer. Test engineer will do which testing? Black box testing. So this testing is divided into 5 types. One is unit level testing. First of all, you must know what is a unit. Unit is a small piece of code. Who will write the code? Developer. Who will test the code? Developer only. The testing that was done by the developer is called as unit level testing. Unit is a small piece of code written by developer. Who will write this code means developer. Is it clear? It is a very easy testing, unit level testing. Are you following? For example, expected value. What is unit level testing? Expected value is equal to actual value. If expected value is equal to actual value, then test case is pass. Otherwise, test case is failed. If expected value is equal to actual value, if expected value is equal to actual value, then test case is passed. Otherwise, test case is failed. Is okay. Now, generally, if you write any small program, if I write something like this, if you want me to show you a small unit testing, I'll just explain you. You can check just class A I will write, and here I'll try to declare one method, something like static void div some method, irrespective of any language, either Java or .NET or TypeScript, you can understand. Python also you can try to understand. And here if I try to write something like I want to get two numbers from console and find the division. Generally, any number divisible by 0, you will get an error actually. It is an exception. Okay, so as a developer, what to do? You have to write the test case. Is it clear? Test case means here test case ID, and test case. Okay, na? And here what? Input values, and here what I will give expected output, and here what I will give actual output, something like this. There are some tools will be there to do the unit testing. Unit testing must be done by developer only. The testing that was done by developer is called as unit test. Test case ID TC1, test case A is equal to 5, and here I'll give B is equal to some 2. Then in test case A is equal to test case means checking the getting the quotient, get quotient, something like that you can write. Okay, na? And input values you can give something like input values are what? A is equal to some 5, B is equal to, I'll try to give what? Some 2. So 5 by 2 means how much? 2 2s are 4. So quotient you will get not 2. Expected output is 2. After executing actual output also you got 2. So test result here. Test result is passed. Something like this. Is it clear? So if the test case is failed, you can consider that test case as generally if you give any number divisible by 0, you will get an exception, something like that. So if the test case is failed, consider that one as a bug. Bug is a defect, and then that bug is given to developer. Developer must give the solution for that. So generally testing is basically divided into 5 types: unit level testing, module level testing, integration level testing, system level testing, user acceptance testing. Unit is a small piece of code. Addition is addition operation. That is a small requirement. Subtraction. I want to develop a project. My project is calculator. If I want to develop a calculator, I have to write some set of programs. Some addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, some square root, like this. So addition is one small task. Okay, who will write that code? Developer. Who will test that code? Developer. That is called unit level testing. Small piece of code. Unit level testing is white box testing, because the testing that was done by test engineer, is called as black box testing, and the testing that was done by developer is called as white box testing. White means dark, black means dark. Is it clear? So who will do the testing without knowing the internal functionality means test engineer. Is it clear? Next, white box testing means the testing that was done by developer is called as white box testing. Is it clear? Monday, tomorrow, I think tomorrow Sunday, no? Day after tomorrow, Monday, we are starting SQL Server free batch. If anybody want to attend that batch, you can just go to sathyaTech.com website. You can see, and you can register for online classes. Free classes are also available. Just you can open sathyaTech.com and register for the classes. Is it clear? Online schedules here you can see. Because of this quarantine, we are providing lot of free sessions. No other people are providing this much free sessions. We are providing free sessions on Python, free seminar on artificial intelligence, Spring, Azure, UI technologies, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and free SQL Server by KANNABABU tomorrow at 6 p.m. That is Monday, not tomorrow. You can just go to sathyaTech.com website and register these details. Just click on register now so that you can give your details. You'll get the link to your mail. Similarly, Angular 9 new batch is there. If anybody want to join today, it is there at 7 p.m. You can attend. Are you following? Like a lot of other classes are there. And similarly, you can go to YouTube also. In YouTube also, you can open sathyatek.com. We are providing some free videos. I think this workshop is also going on live. Is it clear? Here you can go to YouTube and here you can what to do. Oh, sorry, my voice is. I'll close it. Okay, na? Like that you can subscribe to the channel and you can just go to YouTube and type my name also, KANNABABU. There also you can watch my videos. Just go to YouTube and type KANNABABU. Here you can watch my videos. Just click on subscribe. Similarly, you can go to sathyatek.com and try to subscribe that channel also. sathyatek.com. Generally, our regular classes strength will be like this. Because of this quarantine, we are teaching online. Utilize the online sessions properly. Did you understand? Sathya Technologies regular strengths will be like this. Is it clear? We'll conduct mock interviews and everything in these sessions. Okay, anyway, we'll come back to our project SDLC. So unit level testing, unit is a small piece of code that was written by the developer. Who will write the code? Developer. Who will test the code? Developer. That is called unit level testing. And this is white box testing. Next, module is nothing but what? Module is nothing but a collection of some programs. For example, I'm developing a project for a particular college to maintain the student details. So here I need to develop the student module. That is one module. Employee, that is one module. Library, that is one module. Lab, that is one module. Examination, that is one module. Like multiple modules will be there. Is it clear? So module is collection of some requirements. One developer cannot develop the total application. It is a teamwork. Lot of developers will involving in developing the application. Is it clear? So the developer will develop small tasks. The small piece of code is called as a task. Who will write that code? Developer. Who will test that code? Developer. That is unit level testing. And under this student module, you have a lot of other tasks are there. Add student, delete student, update student, search student. Some lot of tasks will be there. So these all tasks belongs to one particular module. So after completing of that entire module, what will happen? Test engineer will do module level testing. He will do black box testing, just checking the, giving the input, checking the output. And if both are matching, if expected output is equal to actual output, test case is passed. Otherwise, test case is failed. First testing is unit level testing. Second one is module level testing. The testing that was done by developer is called white box testing. The testing that was done by test engineer is called black box testing. Without knowing the internal functionality, he will do the testing. Who? Test engineer. Is it clear? So next, integration level testing. Now different modules are developed now. Module 1, module 2. Student module is developed. Employee module is developed. Course module is developed. Department module is developed. Now there must be some relation between one module and another module. For example, if the student is registered in the university, now the student must have what? Communication with some department module. So different modules will have communication. So in order to create the communication between one module and another module, again we need to write some logic. That logic is called as integration logic. So who will write the logic? Developer will write the logic. Who will test the logic? Developer will test the logic. That type of testing is called as integration level testing. So integration level testing also done by developer only. That is also white box testing. Unit level testing is white box. Okay, na? Integration level testing is white box. Is it clear? Now here module level testing. Module level testing is black box testing. Are you following? Integration level testing is white box testing. The project development is not in a single person hand. It is a teamwork. Lot of people will be involved in developing that particular project. Lot of developers will involve. Are you following? One single person cannot develop the total application. Is it clear? So what is happening here? This testing is basically divided into 4 types. There are some problems. There are some problems with what? Waterfall model. Main problem in waterfall model is testing. So what can V model can? See, some students are asking, sir, please explain about integration level testing. That's what I told you. When you develop any project, what will happen? Have a database table, department number 10, department name ECE, here 20, here CSC, here 30, here triple E. Now here I have one more table with name employee, employee number, employee name, employee salary, department number. Is it clear? Just 2 tables are there. And here I'll try to write employee number 101. Here I'll give Anil. Here 20,000 or 20K. Here Anil is working in EC department. Here 102. Here Sunil. Here 30,000. Here some 10. Here some 1, something like this. Now here these two are 2 separate modules. You think department is one module, employee is one module. So how these 2 modules are communicating with each other? Now I have one requirement, something like this. So, for example, if I delete a department, from the university decided to remove this department, some EC department they want to remove from the university. So, whenever this EC department is removed, then automatically the employees who are working in EC department also must be removed. And if you do any operation in one module, it must affect another module. For that, we need to write some logic. That type of logic is called as integration logic. So developers will individually develop the modules. Module 1 is department module is developed separately. Employee module is developed separately. Individually, modules are developed. After modules are developed, now there must be some linking is required between one module and another module. So linking these modules can be done by using. For that, we need to write some logic. That type of logic is called as integration logic. If we are removing the department, then automatically the employees who are working in that particular department also must be what? Removed. Similarly, if I try to do any modifications in one module, it may affect another module. For example, if the course is removed from the university, something like the students who are enrolled for that course, that data also must be removed. So linking, for that we need to write some logic. That type of logic is called as integration logic. So who will write the code? Developer. Developer only must write the code to integrate one logic with another. That type of logic is called as integration logic. So who will do the testing? Developer only will do the testing. That type of coding is called as integration level testing. Is it clear? Now, after completion of integration level testing, what to do? The total application what was developed. This total application is kept in different places. Nowadays, repositories came, GitHub, some SVN, some Jira, a lot of tools came actually. We'll discuss later. Now, what happened? Now, all the total application keep in one system and start doing testing. Who will do the testing? Test engineer will do what? Testing. That type of testing is called as system level testing. Now the application is developed in different places. Is it clear? Application is kept in developed in different computers and different systems, different developers, because one developer cannot develop the total application. It is a teamwork. Lot of members will involving in developing that particular application. After developing the total application, okay na? So what to do? Now gathering the total application code and keep in one system and start doing testing. That type of testing is called as system level testing. So who will do the testing? Test engineer. Test engineer only will do system level testing. And once when the system level testing is done, before the client, again test engineer will do the testing. That is called as user acceptance testing. 5 levels of testings are there. First one is unit level testing. Second one, module level testing. Third one, integration level testing. Fourth one, system level testing. Fifth one, user acceptance testing. First model is waterfall model. In first waterfall model, what is happening? Total testing will be done at the last phase. But V model, here what is happening in V model, you know? V model means validation and verification model. validation and verification model. It is similar like waterfall model only, but only this model is used only for the sake of testers. First requirement gathering will be done, then analysis will be done, then designing will be done, then coding will be done, Parallelly, along with coding, testing also will start. In waterfall model, testing will done after completion of what? Coding. But in V model, coding and testing will done simultaneously. And a developer will write the code, immediately he will do testing. After completion of the module given to test engineer, he will do black box testing. And after completion of multiple modules, linking one module with another module, for that again write some logic, integration logic, again start doing the testing, that is integration level testing. And after completing of all these things, keep all that particular task in one system, all the application, total application or project keep in one system and start doing testing, that is system level testing. And finally, before the client, the test engineer will do the testing, that is user acceptance testing. That is your which model? That is, I am not a testing tool developer that you asked to testing tool person. Just I'm telling the architecture. Are you following? We are not testers. This V model will be followed by testing tool engineer, but only as a developer, like front-end developer like Java, .NET, Python, you must have the knowledge on unit level testing. How to do unit level testing? You can learn in your own regular classes. Java people, they will use some tools, .NET people separately. Angular will use Jasmine and Karma to do unit level testings, etc. That is the role of what? Developer. This is about what? V model, validation and verification model. Are you following? First model is waterfall model, but V model is also similar like what? Your waterfall model only, it has given solution only for testing purpose. Which model? V model. Okay, na? Next, the powerful model is Agile model is very, very powerful. That what companies are expecting this model, but it will take minimum 1 hour to complete this Agile model. So I will postpone the same workshop to tomorrow, same time at 5:30. Okay, na? Because today I have some other session at 7 o'clock. So I have to be ready for that session. Tomorrow also I will continue the workshop. Tomorrow I will start what? Agile model. For more videos, try to subscribe to this Sathya Technologies channel. For more online courses also, you can just log into sathyaTech.com and you can register. Any doubts you have? New links for Angular we sent. Yes. If you have any, today also you can join for the Angular class. Okay, at 7 o'clock. Okay, na? Thank you. Bye. See you later. Tomorrow again class is there, same time 5:30. You can continue that class. Thank you. Thank you. Tomorrow 5:30, same time.